What's happening there, YouTube? Genji here. I'm back from a little vacation, and although a bunch of new stuff came out this week that I want to check out, I figure we should probably wrap up some of the stuff that we've already started. So today, we're gonna hop back into Iron Ness Heavy Turret Simulator. If you didn't watch the first episode, then why are you watching this? This is the second episode. Go back and watch the first episode. But if you're here anyway, or if you're just here to continue the series, well, let's hop back in. So, we're gonna play. Hopefully this automatically picks up where we left off. It looks like it does. So we had just finished up with a skirmish, which is kind of like an open-ended scenario. So we're going to move on to one of these presumably storyline-based missions. Let's go with Iron Road. I think this was the other option that we had besides the skirmish. So Iron Road, well, let's click on it. Iron Road. Vala de Mula sits astride the supply corridor High Command intends to sever ahead of the coming advance. The garrison there is expecting reinforcements by rail. Ooh. We're going to fire at a train. Okay, mission table. Just refamiliarize myself with this place. We have the coffee game. Where's our kitty? Cat? Cat? There he is. Look at him. Come here, Hestur. You're coming with. Can I bring him upstairs, or will he just like disappear out of my arms? Pick me up. I have you now. I'm gonna put him on the plotting table. G. There you go. You're gonna be my assistant today. So, let's see what High Command wants. High Command to Iron Ness. Allied forces are advancing on Vala de Mula. The town controls the primary supply corridor through La Mancha. Its capture is required to sustain the offensive. An enemy troop train is inbound along the corridor, reinforcing the garrison ahead of the advance. Be prepared. The train will reach Vala de Mula main station at approximately T equals 10:16:50. Intercept before arrival. Note, check secondary typewriter for train movement schedule. Iron Nest is at C363. Glory to Castile. Okay. Here's our important mission details. So, arrival station for Vala de Mula is at J604. Estimated time of arrival is 10:16:50. I'm sure there's a more appropriate way to pronounce that, but we're gonna go with just saying the numbers 10:16:50, like 1600 hours or something like that. Track alignment. The rail line runs straight, bearing 90 degrees from the main station. Final approach. We'll jot down these waypoints, A, B, C, as well as some distances from the station. Train confirmed entering corridor. 5 cars, locomotive leads, troop carrier to the rear. So we're going to have to be firing at a moving target. Very interesting. Let's put on some tunes, because I did forget to do this a number of times. Adds a little bit of ambiance to our plotting, charting. We're going to put this up a bit. I have to do a lot of audio compensation in the last episode. Go. Go. Do it. There we go. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna want to put ourselves on the board first. So we're at C363. So we're gonna go to C3. We're gonna zoom in and put ourselves at 63. Hey, this is Vala de Mula. Oh, hello, Hestur. Hopefully, whatever we're firing at is not directly under you. So we're going to... Actually, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. As fun as that is, it's a bit overwhelming. Okay, back to work. So estimated time of arrival, we're not going to worry about that just yet. Vala de Mula main station is at J604. So let's grab a marker, enemy marker. J6. J is in this direction. HIJ604. So here's the main station. I'm guessing this is the train line. The rail line runs straight, bearing 90 degrees from main station, right? I wonder if we should actually use a point of interest marker instead. There we go, 04. So waypoint A, never mind, we need a waypoint. We need waypoint A for something else. Waypoint A is 6 kilometers from train station. Okay. With no bearing. I guess it's along the track, right? So it's just a straight line. So let's grab our compass. We're going to want to drag a 6 kilometer circle. Excuse me, Histor. 6, so this is waypoint A. Right here. Then we've got waypoint B is 4 kilometers. 3, 4. We're going to work around you, Histor. Waypoint B. Right here. And then waypoint C is 2 kilometers. 2. There we go. Waypoint C. So I guess we're going to want to work out our firing distances to each of these waypoints and then use our times to try to figure out the exact time. Well, we're going to have to do like a test fire maybe to see what our actual time in air is for each of these shots. And then we can use that against where our predicted location for the train is going to be. Right? So let's do from our turret to point A. Then our turret to point B. And then our turret to point C. Okay, so these are our firing solutions, as it were. We do need to get our angles. We'll find the right level eventually. Okay, so our first distance is 12.75 kilometers. 9, 10, 11, 12.75 kilometers. This is going to be 3 charges. Bearing to target is 76.1. Big wheel. 70. 3, 4, 5, 6.1. Calculate that. Forget how we tab. There we go. Tab to bring that up. So this will be our first shot. Locomotive is already crossing waypoint A. Oh no! Okay, well, there goes that. So I guess let's do, let's quickly do waypoint B. Is a distance of 10.83. 10.83. That's 3 charges. Bearing to target is 73.6. 73.56. So give me that. We'll just, we'll close this because they've already passed waypoint A, right? So the time is currently, don't we have a clock here somewhere? Oh, we have one in the corner. It's 10:07. They're expecting waypoint B at 10:10. Well, let's get this ready at least. We're going to need to requisition 1 charge. Let's grab a HE shell, right? We've got some bigger things to work with, but that should be fine. Left mag. We're going to load this up. Send it in. It's all coming back to me. 1, 2, 3 charges. Pack it. Oh! We got a new album. We got some time still. F. Let's put that down. Let's put this in. Whoop. Play it. Okay, it's 10:08. We're gonna get our angle is going to be elevation 43.32, which is gonna be right around here. We've got T-1 minutes. I guess we can work on our turret rotation is going to be 73.6. $60, 73, too far. 73, 6, we need to fire soon. 43 to 3, 3, 2. It's gonna take about 30 seconds, so we need to like fire. Arm it. Run, Hasur. Oh, he bounces off of it. We're gonna be a little late on that. Hopefully we make a big enough crater to hit. 7, 58, 59. We're gonna be too late. Okay, we need to start working on firing solutions C. All right, so C is 8.94. 8.94. 2. Oh, we got him! Direct hit, train crippled in a single strike. Never mind. We're too accurate for our own good. Direct hit, train crippled, well executed, operator. Destroy in detail any remaining train cars and disembarked reinforcements. Oh, we have more. We have more on the field. There's more in play. So we've got... We don't need these. Get these out of the way. So we have 3 down. We have 2 more that we need to take out. So we need a new firing solution. Let's clear this, this, and this. Let's clear this. Clear this, this, and this. We just need a single shot to wrap this up. I guess if I'd used the extra high explosive, we probably could have gotten a blast to take all of these out. Wow, we got a direct hit on the front car, huh? That was almost perfect. So let's go right to here. And then, I don't see any other markers. So we're at 73.9 at 11.13 kilometers. 11, 14, 13. That's going to be 3 charges. Mark our bearing as 73.9. Give me the tag. We're going to need another HE shell. Stamp it. Approved. Load it. The mechanical animations are so satisfying. 1, 2, 3. And the sound design, too. Everything sounds so powerful. Big echoes. Okay. Elevation, 44.52. It should be pretty close to where it's already at. And we'll do our bearing, 73.89. 73.9. Let's see where we're at. 43.32. We want 44.52. 44.52. All right. And we should probably do our proper checklist this time. Mission confirmed. Shell type is HE. Bearing confirmed. Elevation confirmed. Gun is now armed. Ready to fire. I never actually pulled this. Fire away. Come with me, Hestur. Yeah, we're gonna watch them get blowed up. He failed to jump over it. Here we go. Glory to Castile. Boom. Oh wait, where did these guys come from? They just appeared. Are we gonna counter artillery this time? Let's see, where are we at? Destroying detail. Oh, this was the secondary? Okay. Priority target, destroyed, destroyed. Direct hit on train. Destroyed, 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 destroyed. Locomotive crossing, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I guess we needed to do a flyover to see the extra targets. Well, that's okay. We're gonna need 2 more shots, actually. So let's kill this. Unless we have like a nuke we can drop. Is there actually a shell that's this big? It looks like there might be. Well, this is like FLCH is probably like flechette or something. We have HCHE, which is like high capacity, high explosive. Oh. I mean, that's like taking out a square mile of countryside. But I think they're just far enough apart that it probably won't work. So I guess we'll just do individual shots. Let's get these out of the way. So we need... Excuse me. Don't sleep on the heavy turret. We need 1 here. I guess they just dropped off a train car. We need 1 there, and we need 1 here. Okay. Noted. I guess let's requisition 2 more shells. We're definitely going over budget on this one. This would definitely be a single high-capacity shell would have wrapped all this up neatly in 1 shot. Let's start with 74.5, 11.62, 5.62 kilometers, 3 charges. We're going through our charges on this one. 74.5, 74.5, and there's 1. And then 72.4 at 10.75. 745, 3 charges, bearing 72.4. 72.54. Mark it. Okay. Let's get to work. Load a shell. One, 2, 3 charges. We're down to 53. Pack it. I got an alarm. Who actually does maintenance on this thing? I feel like this kind of a turret would need maintenance after a few shots. Okay, we're doing 46.48 at 74.5. We can dial this in while we wait. Oh, why is this? This turret's not even being used. Why is it springing leaks? 74.5. Elevation 46.48. 48. I wonder if we should do the troops first, because if these guys are moving... Let's do the troops first. So they're at 43, actually. 43. I don't think that train car is going anywhere. 43 even. 210. And then an elevation of 72.4. 72.4. Okay, mark it. Confirmed. Shell type HE. Bearing 72.4. Elevation 43. Gun is armed. Fire in the hole. Oh, you can't see it, but as the elevation of the turret goes up, you get this little firing time indicator on the stopwatch that goes up and shows you the exact amount of time that the shell is going to be in the air. Excuse me, Hustua. Important business going on. Okay. 2 more. Enemy infantry 11 and 10. We can go directly into loading our next shell. We already have our firing solution. One, two, three. 3 to 3, load it. Your elevation at, or our rotation even, 74.5 again. 74 points. 5, there we go. So here, I'll get out of the, oh, not big mode. Bottom left, there we go. You can see the left turret indicator, the flight time is slowly dialing up as the turret moves into proper elevation. So I assume we're going to have future timing puzzles like we had with this one, so knowing the flight time of your shell is going to be very important. Alright, so we're at 43 degrees no, that's the second one, so 46, 48. 46, 48. 74.5, alright. Mission confirmed, shell type confirmed, bearing 745, elevation 4648. I always mark gun armed before it's actually armed, but it doesn't matter. Fire away. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this out of here. A sword move! It's an impenetrable wall. Watch out, you're gonna get blown up. Boom. Okay, surely that's everything. Enemy armor destroyed, +5 requisition. Glory to Castile. Well done, operator. Allied infantry hold position, awaiting your signal to commence the assault. 2 armored emplacements block their assault trajectory. Allied infantry cannot advance until they're destroyed. Ordnance. The armored emplacements require AP shells to destroy. Signal the assault. Use your war horn located hanging to the left of the trigger console or to the back right of the map table to signal the successful destruction of both armored emplacements. Caution. Signaling before you've completed your task will result in mass casualties. Okay, so we have spotter 1. Let's clean this up a bit. Clean it. Get rid of all this. We have spotter 1, spotter 2. We've got armored emplacements, pillbox number 1, 1, 2, pillbox number 2, 1, 2. Okay, so we're gonna make some associations here. Do a little graphing. Let's clean all this up. Can I just delete these? No. We'll move them manually. All right, where are? Oh, we have to mark our own spotters, right? Okay, so spotter number 1 is at H673. H673. Boop. Spotter 2 is at I543. I543. They're pretty close. Okay, I543 H6. Got it. Pillbox number 1 is bearing 66 from spotter 1. So spotter 1, use yellow pencil, drag a line. Yellow pencil does not make an automatic marker on your clipboard. It's just used for on-table references. So bearing 66. So we don't have a distance yet, at least for this particular line. So we're just going to drag it as long as it'll go 66 degrees from spotter 1, 66 even. And then distance 1.68 kilometers from spotter 2. So we're going to switch the compass for that. We're going to go to spotter 2. We're going to drag a or a radius, I guess, of 1.68 kilometers along this line. 1.68. So this will be target 1 right here. Pillbox number 2 is bearing 27 from spotter 2. 027 is 027 3210. This trajectory, this angle, and then the distance is 1.29 kilometers from spotter 2. Spotter 1. So we'll go to spotter 1. We'll drag a radius of 1.29 along this 1.29. So target 2, oh, there was no target 2. We'll grab target 2. Target 2. These are pretty close to each other, actually. I feel like we should be able to hit both of those with a single AP round, right? We'll take our radius indicator. This is a... oh, maybe not. AP is very specific. Armor piercing. Yeah, that's not happening. If we had armor piercing high explosive, I don't know if we have that yet, but we can definitely hit both with that. Let's see. Let's go take a look. Do we have APHE shells? Star shell, powder charges, scout plane, AP shell, incendiary shell. No. That's okay. We'll make do. We'll do 2 shots. AP shell times 1, 2. We've got to clear this. We don't actually have our firing. We need our red pencil for this. So red pencil. We need our firing line from us to 1, and from us to 2. Here's our bearing and distance. We're gonna want 60.7 degrees at 7.29 kilometers. 7.29. That's gonna take 2 shells. Bearing 60.7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 67. There's number 1. And then number 2, distance is 744. 744. 2 charges. Bearing 62 even. Dial it in. Okay, we're ready. We're gonna load in an AP shell, armor piercing shell. I heard you can write on these. Oh, so you can. Well, I've already messed it up. It doesn't show up very well on the black shell anyway. We'll load this in. AP shell. We need 1, 2 charges. While that's doing his thing, we're going to dial in our turret rotation, which is 60.7. Too far. 60. Oop, that went quick. 60.7. Come on. There we go. 60.7 at 43.74. Hurry it up. Dial this back a bit. 43. 7, 4, 6, 7, 4, 4374. Okay. Checklist. Mission confirmed. Shell type is armor piercing. Bearing 60.7. Elevation 4374. Gun arms We're not gonna sound the horn this time. Fire away. Let's see how we did. We're gonna get a free radar update as soon as this hits. Boom. Oh, we have a bunch of stuff here now. Oh, I got 2 hits. Are we sure that was armored? What did I just hit? Direct hit, pillbox 1. Oh, it's a pillbox, right? So that we have infantry in it. Okay. But, wait, we didn't get anything for number 2. Do we have to hit all of these, or just pillbox 1 and 2? I see this is armored. Did I mess up my trajectory? Let's go back and revisit this. So we had bearing 027 from spotter 2. This is 27 degrees. And then a distance 1.29 kilometers from spotter number 1. Oh, I used the wrong circle. Oh, well, luckily we have time to fix our mistake. That's going to be on this circle. Whoopsie. Okay, so let's get rid of this line, and we'll just get rid of both of these. Actually, don't need this line either. So we'll go from here to here. All right, let's dial that in. So that's bearing, or distance 7.09. 2 charges, bearing 64.1, 64.1. I'm wasting so much paper, so many tiny little paper cards. Good that we don't have to spend requisition on that. We have another AP shell already. Load it in. We'll say... We can't even see this. Found you. Exclamation point. Load it up. Two charges. Pack it in. Elevation 64.1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Guess we can hit this while we're waiting for that. Mission is confirmed. Shell type is AP. Bearing is 641. We're waiting on elevation still. The worst part of this game is waiting for the gun to move into elevation. Okay. 4254. What? Hello? That's new. 4254. Okay. Elevation 4254. Confirmed. Gun armed. Confirm. Fire away. Hide this. Here comes the arm of doom. That's our. That was like. Oh, he's charging. Get him, Mustor. Get him. And boom. Okay. Pillbox 2 destroyed. Now what? Oh, Warhorn. Right. Use your Warhorn located hanging in the left trigger to control to signal the successful destruction of both armor emplacements. Okay, we're ready. right? Pillbox 2, pillbox 1. Oh, I'm sorry, Astur. Oh no. Poor baby. It's so loud in here. Commence assault! High command to Iron Ness. Approach successfully cleared. Allied infantry advancing on Valodimula. Primary objective complete. You may stand down. Optional. Remaining enemy elements in the town are no longer a required target. Continued fire support is authorized at operator discretion. Do we want to fire at easy stationary targets? I think I'd rather just move on to a more... Oh, hang on. Let's get this guy. At least. He looks special. He's got 2-star. He's got a wanted level. And if we check... Where's the one... Here we go. Come again? He's got a line with a star under it. What does that mean? Like all the little pistons dancing down here. What does the line with the star mean? It's not even indicated here. I assume he's some kind of like ranking personnel, so we'll take care of him just for funsies. Clear all of our sight lines. Let's just take a direct firing line to high command. Now, he's not armored, right? Armored has like a green shell over the top. Yeah, that's underground AP required, so we can just high explosive shell this guy. That's the 58-9, okay. So we're gonna need 1 HE shell. Approved. We've got 8.11 kilometers. 811. 2 charges. Bearing. 58.9. 58.9. Plot it. You know, I'd like to... I wonder if you can figure out the exact calculation used. It can't be a particularly difficult calculation because it's just 2 numbers that equal a third number to be able to get this without having to do all the dialing in all the wheels. So let's see. What do we want to say to this guy? You're... demoted. There we go. Load it in. Pack it in. That's 2, right? Yeah, pack it in. Pack it in. Let's set our rotation, 58.9. $58.9. Okay. Our elevation is 48.66. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. 48.66. 58.9 is all correct. Arm it. Long distance demotion. You always walk right into the arm. Let's do up. Come here. Stay. Just watch. Just watch. You try to explain things to these cats, they just never listen. And early retirement. Oh, what is this? What's the big bold asterisk? Not explained. Who knows? It could be anything. What did it say? Enemy commander plus 50 requisition. Yo. And what did we spend on that? Like 10, 8 for the shell? Should we hit this? Should we do the 1 star? Maybe they'll give us like 25 requisition. We gotta at least do the stars, right? No idea what this was. I guess if we hit it, we'll know what it is, right? It'll tell us on the prompter. On the typewriter. So let's kill this. This is 53.9. Right? 53.9.883. We're gonna need an HE shell. Approved. This is going to 883. 1, 2, 3. 2 charges. Bearing 53.9. 53.9. HE shell. And we'll just load it. I don't even know what to. I don't know what our target is, so I don't know how to sass it. It could be like a storage depot for all I know. This is going to need 2 charges. Yeah, it's 2 of 2. It was less than 10. We're going 53.9. That's this direction. No, that's this direction. 543.9. I'm trying to figure out what our firing variables would be. It's really just like bearing doesn't really matter for the firing calculation. The only variables you really have are elevation, charges, and I guess technically firing time. But firing time is a derivative. It's not an actual input variable. So left gun 48. Oh yeah, I didn't actually do this. That's why we have the checklist. 52.98. Almost perfect. 9. 8. 52.98. 53.9. Okay, now we're confirmed. Arm it. Fire. I guess if you need to know how to hit something, you could do a single test shot and then just like a test shot along a line and then just take notes of where on the airtime clock your target is. Like if you're trying to hit 5, as this comes through this line, just see where on the clock number 5 or the shell passes over number 5. And then line up the same exact shot, but only elevate it to the point, because as you elevate the gun arm, well, you can't see what I'm looking at here. As you elevate the gun arm, it automatically calculates your airtime, right? So if you just, if it passed over number 5 at 15 seconds, you just elevate the gun until it hits 15 seconds, and then you have your elevation. At any rate, that was oh no. I just committed a war crime. Oh no. I guess I should have known from the symbol. Oh god. Sorry about that. That was terrorists. That wasn't us. We disavow all knowledge. Alright, well with that done, let's get out of here. How do we end this? Gotta go lay low for a while. Remaining enemy elements down, glory to conceal. Yeah, I think we just go downstairs and go to bed. Let's go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta move the tank. Come here. How do I pick you up? F. Let's go. We're going to bed. Alright, end it. Rebel relief derailed. Bread price. Well, let's read the main news article first. Madrid, March 14th, 1927. Railway experts report that supplies are significantly less likely to reach the anti-monarchists after the railway itself has ceased to exist. His Majesty the King congratulated the general and the army on their continued transportation reforms, describing them as an investment in a brighter future for all loyal Castilians, present and future. Why are if we're in Madrid, why are we firing on a very French-coded person? I guess the French were classically anti-monarchists, right? They had a habit of losing their heads. Bread prices stable, except where explosive. The Ministry of Supply reassured citizens that grain reserves remain ample following reports of bakery detonations in several towns. Officials attribute the blast to overly patriotic yeast and praise bakers for pushing fermentation to new horizons. Consumers are advised to chew confidently and keep distance from the ovens. Can we get like a baguette round to load into the turret? If they're that explosive, foreign crates found on trader's train. Quartermasters inventorying the derailed train discovered several crates stamped Fabrique en France, a discovery officials described as unsurprising since republics lacking a crown to answer to will arm anyone at all. As one officer explains, a king answers to God and history, a republic answers to whichever committee shouted loudest that morning. Alright. Let's move on. All clear. Intercept the Iron Road achievement. 100% accuracy, 8 shots fired, 14 total kills, no allies lost, 14 enemies killed, requisition spent 80, longest kill streak 8, kills per impact 1.75. We killed only part of a person. We got measured fire star, we got unrelenting volley, ordnance efficiency cross, and unaided fire distinction. Destroyed a significant number of targets without requisitioning any aerial reconnaissance. Now, are these fixed colors or are these ranks? Like I got a gold star, a bronze star, a silver, and a silver. Like, can I get golds on all of these? I don't know. We unlocked, can't really zoom in on it, position report, local logistics convoy report, iron nest positional intel. Okay. Not quite sure what that means. Does that say that we use that to find out where we are? We don't know where we are? Emergency move. Immediately reposition to an unknown location. Ah, okay, so we use this and then we use this. So we close our eyes and we move iron nest and then we have to call somebody to tell us where we wound up. And then we got an SMK shell, I think that says. Oh, a smoke shell, covering smoke shell. Non-lethal. Allied units advance towards the impact point. Okay. Interesting. Let's see how that comes into play. Next up, we've got, technically we've got one up here, but this is a skirmish. The skirmishes are just like open-ended, so I want to stick with the storyline for now. So, Siege of Cartagena. Cartagena's garrison remains encircled, its breakout stalled by concealed coastal batteries. Command of the operation passes to Vice Admiral Mendoza. Let's do it. Ah, there we go. And to mix my drink. We're ready. So, we're going to skip the coffee game. That's neat, but I don't know if it has any real advantage. And we've already got nearly perfect coffee. So, let's find Hastur. We can get to work, Hastur. Report for duty. Did you hear the work bell rang? Oh, we got some new tunes today. Here you go. And a note. We have been marching for days now. Everyone has blisters except me. My mother knitted me these socks for my 12th birthday. I miss her. I don't think the others like me very much because I'm the only one who isn't limping. The horizon keeps changing out here, but I can always see you in the distance. You're always there. Tomas. Tomas has been writing us love letters. He's our biggest fan. All right, let's slap down some new tunes. Please. Here we go. Volume up. Look at all these cards. Oh, I see a lot of info. All right, you are henceforth under the authority of the ranking naval officer on station. Glory to Castile. Vice Admiral Mendoza to Iron Nest. Good to see you again. Cartagena has held, but barely. Anti-monarchist forces have the city encircled. The garrison cannot break out without us clearing the way first. Your primary targets are the 3 high-value installations which are concealed from aerial photography. Field intelligence will provide their positions. Be prepared. 2 Vickers 580mm coastal batteries hold the cliffs overlooking the harbor. They are currently offline. When they will come online is not known. Counter battery timer will begin the moment they do. Note, spotter bearings carry a margin of error up to 0.5 degrees. This mission relies on chained measurements. Errors compound with each link in the chain. Oof. Okay, let's get our position. Spotter 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what info we have here. From field intelligence, 3 high-value installations identified in the enemy backline, all concealed from aerial photography. Enemy signal station, 1, 2, 3 distances. Enemy assembly area, bearings. Enemy field command, bearing and distance. Should we take out command first? Need to leave the Hydra headless. So let's see. Let's get the board set up. Iron Nest is at C1001. C10, all the way up at the top. C1001. Spotter number 1 is at K727. Spotter. KHIJK7 27. 27. Spotter number 2 is at M628. M628. Spotter number 3 is at A872. A872. He's way out here. Okay, enemy signal station. Distance 2.9 kilometers from spotter 1. Spotter 1, spotter 1, spotter 1. 2.79 kilometers from spotter 1. 279. 279. 3.53 kilometers from spotter 2. 353. 353. And then 8.92 kilometers from spotter 3. 7892. That would be the convergence point right here. So this is enemy signal station. We'll call this number 1. Okay. Let's get rid of these lines. 1, 2, 3. Enemy assembly area. These are where our inaccuracies come in. So we're going to use yellow. Bearing 269 from enemy signal station. 2, 6, 9. 269, right underneath the Stewart. 252 from spotter 2. 2, 5, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 252. Oh. So that could be plus or minus 5. And then, well, I guess that's as good as we get, right? So we'll put, not spotter 4, but enemy 2 would be somewhere in this vicinity, plus or minus 5 degrees. And then enemy field command is bearing 52 from enemy signal station. So from here again, bearing 52. 5432 plus or minus 5.5 degrees. Distance of 7.54 kilometers from enemy assembly area. So that's 2. 754. 54. Way here in the back. 7.54 kilometers. And this is target number... Oh, no. Target number 3. It's right here-ish. Okay. I think let's go for high command first. The enemy field command. So let's take our red pencil. We are way up here. We're going to be firing from here to here. And we don't know where the counter batteries are just yet. Let's do... does it say anything about what we're going to need? Does it need to be AP, or it's just field command, right? So if we do HE, our blast radius looks like this. If we do high capacity, high explosives, our blast radius looks like this. I don't know if we need that much error correction. Well, maybe, because it did say that the more you chain it, the more off it gets, right? So if we do something like this, it gives us a greater chance of hitting, because we're now 3 calculations deep. So let's do... How much more expensive? Let's see. HE shell versus a HE. It's 10 versus 18. So if we fire and miss, we have to spend another 10, so that's 20. If we fire once with 18 and give ourselves a much higher radius, we're more likely to hit, right? Let's do HE. Let's do a distance of 1172. 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, I suppose what you're supposed to do is do them in order. That way, as you actually locate each one by firing at them and then destroying them, you get their exact location, and that makes each consecutive calculation more accurate, because you get a distinct, or you get a absolute location, rather than one that has some rounding errors. But we're just going to go with the biggest boom we can and hope that makes up for our rounding errors. So 1172. 7-2, 3 charges, bearing to target, 96.7. 96.7. 4688. 96.7. Okay, let's dial it in. See you. Oh, 2. It cut off. All right, load it up. We need 3 charges. 1, 2, 3. Pack it in. We're going to bearing 96.7. Gonna be way up there. $90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's close enough. 96.7. Height. Elevation even. 11. No, that's distance. 96. 46.88. 46.88. Whoop. I wonder when we get the second gun and what we would use it for. Other than like 2 types of shells. I want to do like a smoke screen and a blast at the same time. So we're at 45.41. We need to go to 46.88. 46.8. 7, 8. 46.88. 96.7. We're locked in. Elevation confirmed. We've got HCHE, gun armed. Plug your ears, Hastur. Fire in the hole. Alright, let's see if we've mucked this all up. Moving. Two, one, and boom, we got him. Okay, there goes high command. Let's see. Enemy field command destroyed, plus 75 requisition. All right. Now they have no command structure. Nothing new popped up here. Okay, so let's mop up the remains. So now we can start at the beginning. We have no counter battery timer yet. Hopefully without their commander, they're not able to involve or send instructions to the counter battery, but I'm sure we'll be seeing them later just as part of the structure of this mission. So let's back up. We're gonna go to 1. Let's get rid of this. Let's take our red pencil. Let's get rid of this. We need a line from here to 1. And this is... This was calculated based on distances, right? So there's no bearing offset. Let's get rid of this. We're gonna requisition. This is a signal station. Doesn't say anything about armor piercing, so we're just gonna use a regular HE shell. We're gonna do this at 8.62 kilometers. 862, that's gonna be 2 charges, at a bearing of 125 even. 125 even. Print it. Okay. HE shell, load it up. Two charges. Pack it. Pack it. Rotation, 125 even. Oh, went a bit over. 126, 125 even. There we go. There's 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 15 seconds. It's a very interesting multiple. Like 15 seconds of flight time hit at like 23 degrees. I'm sure if you did it, if I graphed this, put this onto a spreadsheet, I could get the exact chart line of how elevation correlates to flight time. Anyway. Just little things that fascinate me, or little observations that I try to make in the background. So we're going to 51.72. That's up a bit. Too far. 51.72. Mission confirmed. Shell type HE. 5172. 125 bearing. Gun arms. Fire in the hole. Here it comes. Look out for the scary arm. Here comes the claw. He's gonna give you a pinch. Why can't we poke the claw? And kaboom! Whoa, that's a lot of red dots. That's a lot of mans. All right, enemy signal station destroyed, plus 25 requisition. And we still need 3 high, or are these the 3? Signal station, assembly area. Okay, these are the 3. stations that we're looking for. These are the commanders we seek, the stations we seek. So let's delete this. So we now have an exact location, which was, I think we knew this was an exact location because this was just based on distances and not bearings. So this is the first one that could really potentially be off because this was calculated from 2 bearings. So for example, we'll use this white line for this. So if this was off, well, I guess we need the yellow line. If this was off by, say, 0.5 degrees, so we're at bearing 251, 252, 252. So if we were off by 0.5 degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would be that much of a distance, which is not for one level of potential offset. That's not that much. That's less than the distance or the radius, blast radius of an HE shell, so I'm not too worried about that. But if this was off by 0.5 degrees and then we needed to use this to calculate this, that would be an additional 0.5 degrees. So then your margin, your total potential offset goes from 1 degrees to 2 degrees. So let's see. I think we're good to just like fire or get our firing trajectory, right? So we'll go from here to number 2. That's that. This is an assembly area, so this is just some guys. Don't need any particularly special rounds for this. We're gonna go to 7.09. Oh, 09. 2 charges, bearing 1347. 13467. I think I started this too far to the left. Disperse. Load it up. Disperse into pieces. Two charges. How we doing? 35 left. Pack it. Rotation. 134.7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Elevation. What do you call this kind of gear that allows you to have one of the gears at an angle like this, connected just by some pistons? Alright, and then our elevation is 42.54. 42, 5, 3, 4. Ready. Mission confirmed. Shell type HE. Bearing 134.7. Elevation 4254. Gun armed and fired. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Here comes the claw. We'll go ahead and put this here. Here it comes. Oh, that was a bit off. Okay, now we're in danger. Do we have positions, or we're gonna have to calculate this? You should destroy 8 additional enemy units? What? No, I need the listening post 1, coastal battery. Here we go, coastal battery 1. This. Coastal battery 2. Where's listening station? Listening post. Oh, listening post 1. Okay. Wait, read this again. Listening post 1 at L798, audio reports on. Okay, so listening post 1. Boop, 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 boop. This is this something we need to fire on? Listening post L798. HRJK L798. Coastal battery number 2. We have a distance. Let's get rid of these. We have a distance 4.77. 477. That's coastal battery number 2. I mean, coastal battery number 1 first. So from here, 3.65. This is... Oh, hang on. I'm already making mistakes. Go back to A. Distance 3.65. 3.65 from listening post 1. Coastal battery number 2. Wait, what? That's not enough information. Oh, northeast. Northeast. Like... this? Like straight northeast? Or what? This northeast? This northeast? I guess we're gonna have to do a, we have 400 seconds. We're fine. We're gonna have to do a scout plane. Bearing... let's do M8 at 71.3. M8, what did I say it was? You can tell I'm in urgency, 66. Six, sure. There you are, you little rascal. Okay, so we can draw a line on that. Well, hang on. Let's get number 2 first. Okay, so listening post coastal battery 2 is 4.77 kilometers east from listening post 1. We need this. From here, east is in this direction, 477. That doesn't make any sense. That's off the map. I guess if we just do an HE shell, well, it's shielded, so we need to be pretty precise. Anyway, let's start here, I guess. So we are here. Need to draw a line from here to here. Let's start with that. So we need armor piercing. Armor piercing. There's the 2 music tracks playing at once is kind of messing with me. Stop. Thank you. Let's lock this in. The distance 13.29. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 13.29. That's 3 charges. Bearing 93.9. 93. 9. We're not gonna spend time fussing with this, we're just gonna load it. It's black anyway. 1, 2, 3 charges. Pack it in. Rotation 939. Whoa, way too far. It's got some inertia. 939. Elevation 53, so slightly above this. 5316. Five, 316. Five, 316. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. 93.9. Yes. Bombs away. Now, what's messing with me is that the only place that on the map this could really be is like right here. We have a spy plane go through there. Coastal battery number 2, distance 4.77 kilometers east from, oh, listening post 1, not coastal battery. Okay, listening post 1 is here. Kaboom. 477. Oh, they just gave it to us. Never mind. We got it. Found you. Man, they really take some time to get these things fired, huh? Okay, we need one more armor-piercing round. This is our 94.7. So we don't mix this up. Whoa. Too far back. This is 14.57. Five, 7, 3 charges, bearing 94. Stop. 7. 94.7. So 58.28. Let's load this up. We're gonna send him on a little coastal cruise. 1, 2. This is 3 charges in. Bearing 947. Come on, go. 947. We've got 90 seconds. Oh god. Faster. Must aim faster. Nine, 4, 7. 58.28. $58. 2.8. Whatever, fire. Go! No, go! 40 seconds. If we miss, we're toast. It looks like we're on a good line, though. We got a 20-second flight time. Ooh, we're gonna hit with like 4 seconds to spare. Come on. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Impact! That was so close. That was way too close. Screenshot that. Coastal Battery and 1 and Coastal Battery 2 eliminated. Counter battery threat neutralized. Well done. We done? Is that it for today? Now what? It doesn't say we can stand down. Oh, signal the breakout. Once 8 enemy units are destroyed. Okay. If you read the instructions, you'd know. Primary targets confirmed destroyed. Anti-Monarchist command and control is crippled. Now I need you to destroy 8 additional enemy units surrounding the town. Once 8 enemy units are destroyed, sound the war horn to signal the garrison to begin the breakout. Once the breakout begins, units will call out for supporting fire and supporting smoke. Uh-oh. Prepare SMK shells to support their advance. Okay. So 8 enemy units. What's the most we can hit with a single HCHE round? We can do 3, 3, 4. I need a bigger boom. I wonder if that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or none. I'm gonna get you a Stewart. Let's do this group of 4 right here. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is like 5 city blocks. This is so destructive. Okay. Well, let's order an HCHE. We're gonna need a firing solution, a firing line. Red mark. Drag it through. We're gonna go right to here. That's 8.78. $878. 2. Bearing 117.7. $7. Got it. Load it up. This is 2 charges. 1, 2. Rotation 117.7. Spin, 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 spin. Oh, 1 off. 0.1, 117.7. Elevation 5268. $55. 52. 6. 8. Okay, 5268, 5268, 1177, 1177. Yes, 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 etc. On fire. Checklists. We don't need checklists. We're gonna kill about 100 people with this blast radius. Hopefully these are like crops and not buildings. These are fields of cabbages. My cabbages! Boom. We got 14, 6, 3, and 2. We made our money back. Okay, now we need 4 more. We can get these 4 with this. So let's get this line. From here to here. We're gonna need 1 more HCHE. It's gonna be at 7.84. 2 charges, bearing 118.1. Too many things. 4704, 118, yes, that's this one. Okay, HCHE, load it in. I guess this is telling us we need 2 charges. Why did that go to 3? I don't get it. Now it's at 4. I guess, is this steps? Is this stages? This like select the shell, load the charges, and then pack it? I don't know. Anyway, 118.1. Very small adjustment. It's a shame you don't ever get to see this walking around. I guess we did have one segment where we woke up in the bed and the station was moving. You had like the screen was shaking for a few steps, but you weren't like up here looking through the window watching you advance on a target. 52.68. We're at 47.04. 47.04. Nope, keep going. Oh. 4704. 118.1. Yes, 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 yes. Arm. I almost pulled that just for funsies, but that would be against the rules. Yeah, we got that. Okay. Yeah, we need to kill 8 enemy units, and then we can signal the advance. The walls are closing in. Boom! There we go. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry destroyed. Now we can sound the war horn. The war horn. Yes. Signal received. Commence breakout. Alert! And let's get rid of this, and these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Marine garrison pinned. Smoke shells requested before this time. Okay, so let's get this ready to go. Smoke shell. We're gonna give him a smoke show. On M624. M624. Okay. This is at 10.86. Let's just... Not enough charge? Oh, let's run it. Let's run it. Come on. Okay, load our smoke shell. We're at, before 10:50. We've got plenty of time, but I don't know why they gave us so much time. 3 charges. Bearing 110, we're gonna read the right value. Not the one on the card, the one on the clipboard. 110. I made that mistake last episode. I thought we had less time. We had plenty of time to get this locked in. 110 even. Let's mark this. Mission confirmed. Shell type smoke. Bearing 110. Elevation is a work in progress. Okay, we're going to 43. We'll do this by hand. 43, 44. 5, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4. Elevation confirmed. Arm it. Send it. Whoop. Pardon me, Hastur. Get a load of this, boys. Now, will this give us a map update? smoked. Smoke laid. Marine Garrison 5 is pushing through. Iron Nest, we owe you one. Alerts! Requested before. Okay, let's clear our board. Clear, 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 clear. We've got pinned. We need smoke shells at M871. Smoke shells. At M871. M871. Boop. Okay. Distance 10.88. 3 charges. Punch it. Load it. 10:53. Still plenty of time. 1, 2, 3. Pack it in. Bearing 100.6. Two, 100.6. Let's lock it in. Fire mission, smoke shell, bearing. And let's just double check. This is to M871. Is it the same Marine Garrison? No, that's 5 and 1. Okay. Elevation 4352. 4352. Arms. Smoke away. Oh. Get back in there. Like as you turn the valve, the smoke, it doesn't dissipate, it just gets smaller. It scales down the smoke. She's coming apart. Such a lazy cat. And covered. Right, clear it. Clear it all. Too far. Vice Admiral Mendoza to Iron Nest. Breakout successful. The city held. I do not know what the papers will say tomorrow. I know what you did today. Thank you, Anton. Is that me or is that him? Is he Anton Mendoza or am I Anton? You may stand down. Any enemy elements still in the field are no longer objectives we ask of you. Optional. Continued fire support is authorized at your discretion. Let's see, are there any big targets? No. All the big targets are already dead. Okay, let's go to bed. Stuart. He's already gone to bed. Come on. Downstairs with ye. Wait. What is this? I've never been down here before. I didn't even know this existed. What is this? Engine startup. Oh no. Set both dials to start. Pull starter chain. Set both dials to run. Oh god. The thing's gonna break down on us while we're in the middle of a mission? Like some kind of like old beater car? Here you go, buddy. Time for bed. Traitors divided. Cartagena, November 2nd, 1927. With Cartagena liberated, the anti-monarchists have been cut clearly in two, leaving their eastern and southern remnants to distrust one another in the crown's absence. Officials note this was, in fact, the plan all along. His Majesty the King extends his sympathies to the anti-monarchists, now forced to conduct their treason without the convenience of a shared border. Anchors aweigh, bayonets fixed. For nearly 2 years, Cartagena's garrison held the line without relief. When the order finally came to advance, the Navy's own sailors led the way on foot. Vice Admiral Mendoza, who commanded the defense throughout the siege, called it a fitting conclusion for the men, women, and children who have already given the crown everything else they had to give. Report panic immediately. Oh, report panic as in, like, tell people if somebody else is panicking, not report, comma, panic immediately. Like, you must now begin to panic! Hindenburg celebrates 100th crossing. We've already read that one. Rumors are dirty. Do not carry them in your mouth. Oh my. Alright. Onwards. Breakout. Break the siege of Cartagena. We got 4 medals. See, now this one is bronze. Completed the mission requisitioning only the minimum assets necessary. Conducted fire operations with minimal allied casualties. Anyway, we unlock some new punch cards. Move direction. Move the iron nest a set distance in a specific direction. We've researched and unlocked the knowledge of how to move the iron nest in a specific direction rather than randomly. Incredible technology. Drill shell. Blind loaded practice shell. Concrete filled insert. Oh, concrete filled inert. Minimal effective radius. What? Firing slugs of concrete at people? I mean, I still wouldn't want to get hit by that. Okay, we're moving on. Oh, look at that. The map is actually updating. We're conquering territory. We have actually, yeah, cut the nation in twain. And now we're moving to the west. The Gorge. Iron Nest and its logistics convoy move through a mountain pass in Andalusia, bound for the Strait. Oh, God! Are we under fire? Was that the, the Iron Nest breaking down? We got red lights. Danger! Oh, God. Everything's broken. All hands on deck. Hasur, get up here! Turn some valves! Oh, no. Oh, no, the firing computer's dead. Oh, no. I was worried we'd actually have to put our theory into practice. Oh, this is already here. Okay, what's going on? Leg 2, ground console to Iron Nest. Impact confirm aft port underside. Armor held. Pressure lines ruptured. Rerouting exterior lines now. Engines require manual restart. Leg 2 ground console? Is there somebody in the leg, or is this just like an automated system? Additional systems may be affected. Escort. Destroyed, destroyed, destroyed. What is all this? Hostiles down. Who did all this while I was asleep? Anyway, let's get down here. We just looked at how to do this, so we need to move these to start. Boop. And, excuse me, what is this? Start, then we pull the chain. Start her up, and then we put this back to run. Oh. We hit her too hard. Start. Okay, we have to go to the left. Start up. Slowly ease her in to run, and then this... There we go, okay. She's back up and operational. High command to Iron Nest. Column struck near L3. Escort engaged and neutralized the initial wave of attackers. This was not isolated activity. A forward enemy element holds the gorge, bearing east of your position. Locate and destroy this element. Column will not proceed through the path until it is cleared. Note, no further intelligence has been compiled. Reconnaissance is at your discretion. Be prepared. Review status of the affected system. You are not expected to restore it. You are expected to complete the mission without it. Okay, we know our location. Column guard, taking fire, suppressed, destroyed, destroyed, destroyed. Column guard, no exact fix on location, visual contact only. Bearing east of our position. Okay, so let's put ourselves down. Iron Nest is at L309. L3. 9. We have east of our position, so somewhere in yonder direction. So let's go from K4, let's just write this down. Let's go from K4, 90 degrees bearing. No. Let's take... Looking for our scout plane. Please, we're going to... I said it, I did not remember it. K4. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. 4, bearing 90 degrees. $90 even. Call it in. Gyro Scout 1, reporting for duty. Whoa, there they are. Holy crap. Okay. Let's start blowing things up. We're gonna hit do we start with the commander? So we're here. Let's start by decapitating the enemy. We're gonna order HCHE, big bada boom. Oh, right. Oh, right. I forgot this was broken. Oh, okay. What's the objective again? Looking to destroy this element. We have to clear all enemies without our firing computer. So I probably should have started with a lower, well, let's see. This is a distance of 8.29, right? Give me... That's what the dummy round is for. I get it now. The drill shell only costs us 3. I understand. So let's switch this to... What's in here now? HCHE? No, let's switch this to the dummy. Load this in. So we're at 8.29, which means we need 2. Right? This is 0 to 5. This is 5 to 10. Just remind me. Remind me. Yes. 0 to 5. 2 is 5 to 10. Okay. So we're gonna fire this at... Well, we need our bearing. 89.4. Is this... We didn't pack this yet. Pack it. Let's set our bearing to 89.4. I like that this is not under duress. Move it up. $70, 80. Keep going. Keep it going. 89.4. There we go. 89.4. We're gonna set this to, I guess, just maximum. Fix this. So this is counting up. I'm gonna move myself over to this side. So this is counting up our shot time, our air time. So we're just gonna put this to maximum. This is gonna go as far as it can possibly go. 60 is fine. 89.4 is the bearing that we want. We're gonna fire this, and then we're gonna watch on the table. All right, arm it, please. We're gonna watch on the table and see when this passes over this spot. We're gonna make a mental note of our flight time. "15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So like somewhere between 6 and 7 seconds. Okay. So now we're gonna load between 6 and 7 seconds left. We need to take 6 to 7 seconds off of our max flight time. So let's put this back in. In you go. Two charges. Right. We're going to use the same bearing. Of course, we're going to the maximum height, so it's going to take forever. "60 degrees. Okay, so we're at like 38 seconds. So we're going to put this to like 32 seconds. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Put this at 32, like somewhere between 31 and 32 seconds, right? Everything else is fine. We're on the same bearing, 89.4. Arm it. Fire it. They're being very generous by making this like a straight 90-degree line. With no other calculations to do. "10 seconds. 5 seconds. Almost dead nut center. Look at that. Yes. We had this worked out in advance. Enemy commander destroyed. Infantry destroyed. Okay, now, if I was smart, I would have made a mental note while that was firing as to how much we would need to take off to hit these guys. But that's like half, right? No. Now let's do a separate line. So if we go from here to say here, this would be our next place we want to hit. So this is 8.29, so let's get rid of this and keep 90.2. So this is... what percent? 5.68 divided by 8.29 is 68%. If we take 68% of 32 seconds, 32 seconds times 0.68, that gives us 21.76, so say 22 seconds of flight time. Let's get another HE, not drill, but, where is it? HCHE. We're gonna load it. This is 5.68, so we should technically be able to do this with 2, because it's between 5 and 10. So let's load this. One, two. Pack it. Our bearing is 90.2. We're gonna keep this at 60 degrees. Well, no, we're gonna dial this back from 60 degrees or wherever we're currently at until we get a flight time of about 22, just under 22 seconds. Boop. Okay, let's dial it back. Too far. Let's bring it up. So there's 20 seconds. 21 seconds. So we want this somewhere right about there-ish. Okay. Bearing is 90.2. HCHE. We're just going to fire away. $15. 10. 5 seconds. We're looking good-ish. Boom! Yes! Alright, we have just 2 more. Well, we have 2 guys here and then 1 way over here. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Anti-armor destroyed. Okay, we still have to. We need to kill them all. So let's clear. This one. We'll keep our 89.4 because we need to get this guy. This guy we can do with just a regular HE. So this is a distance of 7.03. So we want to get the percentage of our original reference distance. So we have 7.03 divided by 8.29. That gives us 85%. We want 85% of, what was it, 32 seconds? So we'll take this back. We want just a regular HE shell. HE shell. Now let's get our actual second. So 85% of 32 seconds. 32 times 0. You say it was 85%? That's 27 seconds. Is that right? Oh. Yeah, that would be between this and this, right? So 27 seconds. Let me just double check that. Is there a history on my calculator? How do I see my calculation history? History. Yeah, we had 0.848, yeah, so 0.85. Okay, so 32 seconds times 0.85%, or 0.85 is 27.2. So we want 27 seconds of flight time. Let's load this. One, two. Pack it. We're going to want to set this back to 89.4. Let this count up. It'd be nice if you could use the pencil or have a pencil on the board that will let you make notes like that. Just like in-game diegetically. Alright, so we want this to be, what did I say this was? 27.2 seconds of flight time. $25, 26, 27.2-ish, right about there. We're at 89.4. Okay. Fire away. Let's see how we did. Don't worry, guys. You'll get yours. Boom! We got this. Okay, enemy armor number 4 destroyed. Alright, last up. We've got these two. We could technically hit these, probably with 1 HE, but just to be sure, if we keep this on the same line, well, it's just changing the bearing, right? So we'll do this. This brings us to, ooh, this is under 5. Well, technically, if we do the bare minimum, if we do this to exactly 5 kilometers, does that? Oh no, it doesn't include it. It might hit it, but I'm not entirely positive. So, let's see. If we want this, so this is 5 kilometers exactly, right? So theoretically, if we do 5 kilometers at 60 degrees, that means that this is where we'll hit, right? Because this is the maximum flight time, which is the maximum distance of a single charge. So if we want, I need to get rid of all these. So if we want from here to here, 90 degrees even, at 4.68, so if we take 5 kilometers, which would be our theoretical maximum at 60 degrees, we take 4.68 divided by 5 kilometers, that's 93%. So we want 93% of our maximum flight time. So let's do an HCHE, which is HCHE. Load it. And we want a single charge. We'll put this to maximum. Whoop, all the way up. And we'll check our flight time at maximum with 1 charge. Might be able to just stay down here. Okay, so at 60 degrees, we get a total flight time of about 24 seconds. So we want 93.6%, 0.936 of 24 seconds. So 24 times 0.936. 0.936 is 22.5 seconds of flight time. So 22.5 seconds of flight time is right there-ish, maybe a little less. Right there. Right? 21, 2, yeah, double check. Yep, 22.5. Okay, so as long as our bearing is correct, we need a bearing of 90 equal, or 90 even. That's up. 90 even. Arm it. Fire. "15 seconds. Whoa. Wait, why am I aiming for there? Why am I aiming there? How did I not see that? Oh no. Why am I aiming there? I put it in the middle of all the dead guys. Oh no, I just moved this out of the way. Okay. I'm not aiming there. Anyway, we made it. We hit dead nut center. We killed everyone with no computer. Our computer's in our brain. New contacts to rear, holding for orders. High command to Iron Nest. Passes clear. Column is moving. Well done. Forward element neutralized. Escort reports the route open and the column proceeding. Primary objective complete. You may stand down. Optional. Secondary enemy elements at the rear of the column are not required target. Who? You mean the dead guys? Of course they're not required targets. They're already dead. Okay. We did it. Whoa. Steam overlay. Get out of here. Alright, let's go to bed. Hopefully we have somebody coming out here to fix the iron nest. Wait, does this mean we can go to bed, or...? The yellow light instead of a green light. You may stand down. Okay. I'm trusting you. Go to bed. The iron nest stands unbroken. Despite a sustained ambush involving what witnesses describe as everything the enemy had, the iron nest sustained no damage of any kind. No dents, no scorching, no chipped paint, and no cause whatsoever for concern. Definitely not a busted leg and a restart. Army engineers report the fortress is, if anything, structurally improved by the experience. We get stronger the more you hurt us. Germany denounces foreign meddling. Berlin. Germany has issued a formal condemnation of French interference, a courtesy Castile's own engineers found somewhat unnecessary given the outcome. Berlin further praised the Crown's restraint and professionalism throughout the incident. Restraint the Crown insists it did not in fact need to exercise. Okay. Previously owned hats. An ambush imported from abroad. Equipment recovered from the ambush site has been identified as foreign in origin, sophisticated beyond anything the anti-monarchists could produce, transport, or understand unassisted. Army intelligence notes this is, in itself, the clearest evidence yet that the rebellion has no ideas of its own left, only the ones it can borrow. Cold start, survive the gorge. We got medals across the board. No quarter. Eliminated all enemy units. Sustained consecutive kills. Conducted fire operations with minimal allied casualties. There were no other allies to hit. Forward Observer punch card. Forward Observer FO gives intel to the nearest enemy. We're gonna have to start putting down our own spotters. And then LE shell. Medium capacity, low grade explosive shell. Small blast radius. Why would we want a smaller boom? Are we pinching pennies? Okay, we didn't gain any new ground here. I guess we have to complete all the missions to capture this territory. Next we have Rock of Gibraltar. A cruiser lies at anchor in Gibraltar Harbor, her crew asleep and the night otherwise quiet. High Command has ordered her destruction on time. Let's do it. Start mission. Let's see, do we get our firing computer back yet? Astur, will you be joining us for today's mission? That looks like such an uncomfortable place to lay. Come here. Come with me. We're still on red alert, so I'm assuming we're still down. Nope. We got it back. There you go, buddy. We got a letter. and some tunes. Iron Nest. She was a... how do we pronounce this? Kaiserliche Marine Dreadnought, transferred to us under their... oh god. Modernisierungsprogramm der Kaiserlichen Marine. They renamed her after the King Alphonse the 13th. Sailors will tell you that it is bad luck. I chose not to rename the turrets. I saw no reason to press our fortune further. Were we talking about Iron Nest herself, or is this the ship that we're firing on? Anton sat directly in my sightline from the bridge. Every watch, every engagement, every morning I stood at the helm wondering if today was the day. Anton was there. I am not a sentimental man, but many years is a long time to share a horizon with something. When the order came, and I had known for some time that it would, I understood what it meant before I had finished reading it. You do not recall a ship to port to let her rest. I submitted the paperwork myself. I thought it would be easier that way. It was not. I was told the turrets were going to a new program. I did not ask which one, and even if I had, they would not have told me. I now know. I do not know you, Iron Nest. I do not know your crew, your history, or what you have seen since Anton's guns were lowered onto your chassis and pointed at a new horizon. But I know what was given to make you possible, and I know what it cost. You fought well today. He would have been satisfied. Glory to Castile. Aw. It was well written. Let's see. Is the record player working? It is! Okay. What's in store for us today? High command to Iron Nest. An enemy heavy cruiser lies moored in Gibraltar Harbor. Her batteries providing anti-aircraft cover for the port. Do not fire until after 11:08. Well, it's already after 11:08. How would you even get that lined up by then? By then, only the designated survivors will be on shore leave. Their cover stories are already written. Ordnance. Armor piercing required. Be prepared. No reconnaissance imagery, including shell impact photography, will be available while her batteries stand. Okay. Note, forward observers are at your disposal to requisition if additional intel on cruiser location is needed. We have our position is C271. Observation assets spotter 1, spotter 2. Initial field intelligence. Reference point, the mole. Spotter 1, spotter 2. Reference point, Dockmaster's house, distance and bearing. And the HMS Rockingham, distance and bearing. My goodness. And our mission is to... we're taking out a heavy cruiser and the HMS Rockingham, or is the HMS Rockingham the heavy cruiser in question? Well, anyway. So we don't get... can I switch this to better lighting? No. We get red alert only. I guess. Let's see. Let's set the stage for today's play. We are going to C2 7-1. That's we, the main character. Observation assets. Spotter 1 is at B955. Spotter 2 is at E570. E570. Reference point, the moles. Let's take reference point A. Bearing 49 from spotter 1. Spotter 1, spotter 1, bearing 49. What? Bearing, oh, from spotter 2. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. From spotter 2 makes way more sense. Bearing, oh my god, this is so loud. 42. 49. Learn to read, dummy. Bearing 49 is thus. And then 9-6 from spotter 1. They gave it to me backwards, that threw me off. So 9-6. 5432196, bearing 96. So reference point A is here. Reference point B. Dockmaster's house. 5.38 kilometers from the mole. 538. 538. In which direction? Bearing 90 degrees from spotter 1. It's from spotter 1. 90 degrees. This is Dockmaster's house. He lives very far away. Okay. We did say spotter 1, right? Spotter 1, yeah. Okay, so the HMS Rockingham is 3.58 kilometers from Dockmaster's house. Dockmaster's house. 3.58. 3.58. Bearing 69 degrees, nice, from spotter 2. I need to reset my model. There we go. The longer this runs, the more the Oculus lip sync gets off track. Anyway, where were we at? 6.9 from spotter 2. Spotter 2. 69. What? 69 from spotter 2. I've goofed something. Because these don't intersect. What did I do wrong? Dockmaster's house, 3.58 kilometers. 3.58 kilometers from Dockmaster's house, right? Bearing 069 from spotter 2. So then my location for Dockmaster's house must be wrong. Reference point for the Dockmaster's house. 5.38 from the mole. This is the mole. This is 5.38 kilometers from the mole. Bearing 90 degrees from spotter 1. It has to be that, because if it was here, well, I mean, I guess theoretically there is a 90 degrees. So is it here? I guess that makes more sense with this direction. So if we put B, I thought it was weird that he was so far inland. Okay, so if we put B over here, Dockmaster's house, that seems more appropriate. Then this line makes more sense. 69 degrees. 69 degrees. Okay, so now we have an intersection. Wait, no, I need to recalculate this, right? This is from A. Yeah, this is no longer valid. So we have to calculate 3.58 from here. 358. Okay, so this here is the location. I guess this is target 1. Oop. The HMS Rockingham is definitely after. I don't know how you would dial this in before 1108. That's crazy. So let's get this here. Let's mark the. Well, let's get our firing line first. So from us, who is down here, the first act of this play will be to put a shell right here. And the AP shell, oh my god. It's so tiny. It's minuscule. Okay, I'm gonna have that on there because it's gonna cover things up. You play with that, Hastur. Okay, so that's our target. We're gonna need an AP shell. Did I already get it? No. AP shell. Coming up. AP shell. One, please. Can we get our firing computer back? This is distance 1013. 1013. That's gonna be 3 charges. Our bearing is 57.7. Okay. Here we go. We have armor-piercing shell. One, two, three. Load her up. Set our bearing to 57.7. And we'll auto it. We'll auto it. $57.7. This seems too easy. Like, that wasn't a very difficult dial. Something's gonna happen to spice this level up compared to last level. We want our elevation to be 40.52. We're right about there. Going up. $40. 5.2. 5.2. Okay. Let's check it. Mission confirmed. Shell type armor piercing. Bearing 57.7. Elevation 45.2. Gun arms. Fire in the hole. Here comes that sewer. And he's gone. Now we don't get reconnaissance, so I guess we'll just have to get the reaction from the typewriter. Hey! High Command to Iron Ness. HMS Rockingham successfully destroyed 45 minutes after the French battleship Leon Gambetta's crossing. Matters proceed as arranged. With the HMS Rockingham destroyed, anti-aircraft cover over the harbor is lifted. Aerial reconnaissance is restored. Primary objective complete, you may stand down. Optional. Public sailing notices place a vessel crossing the strait today bound for Barcelona. We suspect it's running ordnance to the anti-monarchists. Interception is authorized at your discretion. At 11:22. Ready yourself select. It's like 30 seconds. I don't have time for that, man. We would have had to have done this a lot quicker. Enter the strait somewhere between grid Q1 and grid T1. Somewhere between T1, Q1 and T1. Somewhere in here at 11:22. Ready your cell selection and load your. We gotta at least try it, right? So we can do a scout plane now, right? If we do, say, 0190. Well, that was a waste. Oh. Calculate RMS Lusitania's course and lead your shot accordingly. Oh, God. Spotted 0117. Blah, 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 blah. Cargo explosive ordnance. Okay, so let's load up some HCHE. HET is under my pointer directly. Okay. So let's see if we can map this out. So 11:22:42 crossing 0117. Crossing 0117. 17 crossing this. Seeming a course 12 degrees. That's not between Q1 and T1, is it? No, it said it was over here. Why do we get this? Crossing 0117, alright. 12 degrees. Let's just go all the way. Q1, 12 degrees at 9.7 knots. That's 0.10 kilometers. That's 1 kilometer traveled in 3 minutes 20 seconds. So that was at 11:22:42. So we're at 11:24. 11:24 is 2 minutes. So at 3 minutes 20 seconds, they'll have traveled. At 3 minutes 20 seconds, they'll have traveled 1 kilometer. So give me a distance of 1 kilometer. This is very slow. Do we have to hit them with armor piercing, or can we do HCHE? So if we do like this, give me a firing solution to that. It doesn't say armor piercing. Which one is this? This is 86.8 degrees, which is 1168. Three charges. Bearing 86.8, 80. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, let's do it. Let's get this to 86.8. $86.8. Height 46.72. $46. $46.72. Bearing 86.8. We'll see if this needs to be armor piercing. That would, I mean, if this is a challenge shot, it would make sense to make this armor piercing, but it doesn't, they didn't say armor piercing anywhere. They say it was a civilian vessel? Public sailing, just a vessel. RMS Lusitania destroyed. Let's go. Shell found her hold, cargo went up in one column of fire. Lusitania confirmed destroyed. Her cargo will not reach the anti-monarchists. Well executed. No further ships expected through the strait today. You may stand down. Glory to Castile. Let's get down here. Let's do it. Where you at, buddy? Buddy? Kitty cat? Oh, there you are. Who's a sleepy kitty? Are you ready for bed? Did you have a long day of sleeping? Oh, there you go. You can sleep under the bed. French warship attacks sleeping British cruiser. Gibraltar, July 4th, 1928. HMS Rockingham was destroyed in the dead of night by the French battleship Léon Gambetta. Her crew was given no warning and, by most accounts, no chance to wake before the first shells struck. Every surviving witness ashore that evening has given independently the identical account. Officials call this consistency a testament to the clarity of the truth. His Majesty the King has sent his deepest condolences to the British Crown, remarking that only a republic answerable to no one could commit such an act and still call... blah 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 blah. All survivors tell identical stories. It's very important that everybody knows that they all told the exact same story and that nobody said anything different. Every survivor interviewed places the Léon Gambetta at the strait that night, a claim shipping manifests independently confirm, the vessel having fallen some 45 minutes behind her published schedule. It was in that window, witnesses agree, that she opened fire without warning. HMS Rockingham did not survive the encounter. Admiralty swears retribution. London, the first Sea Lord, whose own son was among those lost aboard the Rockingham, has vowed an answer France will not soon forget. Paris continues to deny any involvement whatsoever. Several members of Parliament have appealed for restraint, warning against any action taken in advance of a proper inquiry. We're causing trouble. Flying false colors. Strike the Rock of Gibraltar. Oh, what do we miss? Requisitioning only the minimum assets, so we didn't need... I guess we didn't technically have to shoot the optional ship, so we missed that medal by calling in recon and firing an extra shot, right? And that's okay, because we got extra requisition points, and our punch cards we unlocked are teak shell? I can't read that. It's colo, some kind of gas shell. Oh, a tear gas shell. Got it. Suppresses units and reveals any hidden ones. Okay, and then PHGM. Foagina choking gas shell? Units flee the cloud. If suppressed, they die in it. Oh, okay. So this gas round is for just driving them out, and then this gas shell is for gassing them permanently. Got it. Let's see. We are at 2.5 hours. I was hoping to have captured this lower continent by the end of this episode, but I think 2.5 hours is enough for this particular episode, so I guess we will have a third episode of Iron Nest at some point. But there we go. We've captured most of... this is Hispania, so this is Spain. We've captured most of southern Spain, and then I guess we're going to then circle back around and capture the eastern coast and some islands here. So very, very interesting. I'm gladly put myself back over here and go big mode. There we go. I'm quite satisfied with the additional little puzzles they've thrown in here. The mission where we had to calculate our shots without access to the firing computer was a nice addition to the mix, added some extra elements. I'm sure there's an easier way to solve that. I'm sure if we were to graph all of our angles and flight times for each charge, right? Because each additional charge is going to change that calculation. I'm sure there would be an easy, like, just punch your number in, divide by something, and then you get a nice clean number without having to fire a test shot first. But I do appreciate that they gave us the concrete shell that's a kind of a low-cost dummy round to get our reference trajectory and our reference flight time so that we can then do our mathematical operations to dial in our exact target. So I'm sure there's a few different ways that you could potentially calculate that without the firing computer. But I think the one that we came up with was not too shabby. We only had to waste one dummy round in order to dial in our shots. Other than that, the addition of moving targets is interesting. So I know we had the train initially, and that one at least showed up on the post-shot reconnaissance photos. The practically invisible boat was a nice challenge, and I'm sure at some point we're going to have to shoot at something of that nature that's unreconnaissanceable, that's going to require an armor-piercing shot, a very targeted, precise shot. That's going to be a very interesting skill shot to dial in, but I think we'll be able to do it with all of the tools that we have at our disposal and all the little techniques that we've learned in this episode. So hopefully we'll see some of that in the next one, but that's going to be it for this one. So if you're still with us, thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this playthrough of Iron Nest Heavy Tourist Simulator, hit like and subscribe. If you want to check out Iron Nest for yourself, head it over to Steam and pick it up. And if you want to let me know what you think of the game so far, then hit the comments down below. And whatever you do, I'll see you right here again in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.